Hey, good morning everybody. It's Bobby, and today I'd like to reveal to you a mental image that you can use anytime you want to get your long putts close. Now I hope it's come across in videos I've done before this one, how much more important it is that you get your speed right on your long putts and not worry so much about being super precise when it comes to the line. And let me show you a mental trick that I have used and used effectively. What I imagine when I have a long putt is that I have kind of a spoke. In this case, I'm going to use my driver. Now, why my driver? Because my driver is just short of 4 feet. And if I can roll that ball from down there to get it to stop, come to a rest, anywhere close to that shaft, then I'm going to leave myself with a guaranteed 2-putt. Now, what have I done? Well, I consider this a straight putt. So I put the middle of the driver right on the hole. And as long as I get anywhere inside that spoke, I can be sure that I'm going to have a 2-putt on my hand. So let's check it out. I've read it to be straight. We'll talk about the breaking putt in just a moment. But now my only job is to try to get this ball to nestle up close to that club. Anywhere within a spoke is fine. Here we go. And that's not too bad. Get in there, get in there. Now, I did leave it short. I had it in the jaws, but what allowed me to relax to make the stroke is I didn't put pressure on myself to have to make the thing. In fact, I said, just get it within that spoke. I've got nothing but a kick in here. Let's talk about the breaking putt. Okay, so let's talk about a breaking putt. Now, you can use the same method. The trick is, however, you're not going to be aiming at the flag, but you still should be aiming at the middle of this imaginary stick that you've placed out there. The question is, where do you place it? Well, I have read this putt to break, about 4 feet to the left. And so I'm going to put this over here to where the middle of it seems to me to be about where my breaking point should be. And so all I'm trying to do is, in my mind, nestle this thing up to an imaginary driver. Now, obviously that driver's not there. It's an imaginary driver. But right now, I've got to look at it until I can see it in my imagination. And then my only job is to aim at the very center of that and try to get the speed right. I still just want to nestle it up next to that driver. It's just the position of that driver has changed. Now, ideally, it won't actually hit the driver because it's going to take the break. And that is the whole message here. Takes the break, and as you can see, it's not too bad of a putt. I've got myself about a foot there. And so then again, if it's a straight putt, put the center of that driver in your mind right across the hole and just try to get the speed right. If it's a breaking putt, put the center of that driver where you think your aim point should be. Don't expect to hit it, but in your mind, you're aiming for it, knowing it'll take the break and leave you with nothing left. I want to thank you all for tuning in today. I'll look forward to seeing you next week.